We're joined by FS1 NBA analyst Chris Broussard. Chris, should the Lakers sign Melo?
No way. As we used to say when I was growing up in Ohio, hecky no. I mean, and no disrespect to Melo, but no way, no how, as Rob Parker would say. This is LeBron James trying to change the narrative surrounding his good friend Carmelo Anthony. Because the article, as you said, it said he hasn't talked to Magic and Rob Pelinka, and he doesn't plan to talk. He's not going to talk to him. If he really wanted Melo, he could go and say, look, I know they have 15 guys, but you can cut somebody and bring in Melo. I think he could help. But
LeBron, could have when Melo got bought out by the OKC.
Right.
He could have did that then.
Right. That would have even made more sense if you really thought he was a good fit. But look, he feels bad for his good friend because obviously he was scapegoated in Houston. And while I didn't think he was a good fit there, he clearly wasn't the problem or the only problem. But the narrative is now nobody wants him. LeBron says this is not only my good friend, but a great player, a Hall of Fame player, and the narrative is nobody wants him. So he wants to change it from nobody wants him to not only do people want him, the best player in the world wants him, you know. But this is not a basketball fit. I believe LeBron would know that because when you watch, look, after the 0-3 start, Skip, they're playing on a 58-win pace. Think about that. They're 51-win pace overall, but take away the 0-3 start, which we understand you're getting to know each other, and a 58-win pace. You don't want to mess with that.
Mess it up.
You got their best, obviously, when LeBron's dominating the ball, but he's not going to do that 48 minutes. And then their best when he's not dominating the ball, when that's moving, when that ball is swinging around, everybody's getting involved. Melo, get it, is going to stop. He's going to do his thing, and he can still do it. But Melo at this stage is like a older, more polished version, better jump shooting version of Michael Beasley. Beasley gets in there and he goes one-on-one. Everybody stands around and watches and he scores on some funky move. But he's playing 7 minutes a game because they know that's not what we need.
Right.
And the sad thing is LeBron is in his camp. All right, Melo still can play. He just doesn't fit anywhere. A bad team that's obviously they're trying to develop young players and get better, they don't need him. A good team, you're going to be a role player. And this is why I said 2 months ago, Melo should retire. Either retire or accept a Paul Pierce role late in his career or Vince Carter role right now. Melo doesn't want that, which I'm fine with. You're a superstar. You don't want that, but you got to retire. Yeah, but you got to retire. Like, you're not... the only way you keep playing is be a role player.
It's simple as this, Skip. No, leave this alone. Skip, Melo's been in decline for 5 years. And I don't care how great you are, there will come a time when no one will want you. As great as LeBron is, there will come a time when no team's going to want LeBron. That's just the way. And guess what? The process just sped up for Melo. I get it, because Melo's looking at like, hold on, wait a minute. I came in with LeBron. How is he still the best player in the world and nobody wants me? Oh, for whatever reason the case may be, Skip. Maybe LeBron devoted more of his time. Maybe he had more God-given ability. He worked harder to stay at that level than Melo did. For whatever the reasons. Okay, we saw the last 3 years at the Knicks. Everybody, whoa, Melo get to a better situation. He went to OKC. It didn't work. At what point in time do we keep saying, well, the Knicks were bad and OKC was bad and Houston, it wasn't Melo. At what point in time is it Melo? Because Melo is that sanitation truck. You got to dump it down to him and beep, beep, beep. Skip, the ball's not moving with Melo. Why can't everybody see? And the thing is that, well, you know, you hear KD say Melo can still play and D-Wade say Melo can still play. And if LeBron says it, but where? For who? Right. Because if LeBron really wanted someone, he should have traded for Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver will fit more for the Lakers need and can use than Carmelo. And if you bring Carmelo, Skip, I thought you were trying to develop the young players. Who the hell you going to move? I mean, so that means he's going to cut into somebody minutes. Kuzma, B.I., Josh Hart. So are you trying to develop or are you not? Leave us alone, man. Look here. Melo can do whatever. Nah, he ain't even Melo no more. He Carmelo. It used to be Melo. When he was one of the top 5 or 7 players in the NBA, he was Melo. Now he's Carmelo Anthony. He needs to make a decision, Skip. I'm going to accept playing 10, 15 minutes a night. And I'm never going to be what I once was. And you have to accept that, because if you think you're going to be a guy that's going to play heavy minutes and they're going to rely on, bruh, you're not that. You're not going to be Lou Williams. So just accept the 10, 15, 12 minutes a night and keep it moving. Or come on up here and we'll have you on. You can be an analyst for us on the radio.
Right.
We hired
That's the
too.
truth. That's
We hired Carmelo.
I mean, he's no Chris Broussard.
I put a word in for you want to come work with me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, to both your points, there was a very interesting piece on ESPN.com yesterday breaking down why Carmelo Anthony is now an anachronism. He is a dinosaur. The NBA has passed him completely by because he is a ball-dominant, mid-range jump shooter. And there's no place for that anymore in the way that basketball is now played. And you can say there's no more beautiful basketball or whatever you want to say, because Popovich has been talking about that. It's all three-point shooting.
Three's a layup.
Okay? But he doesn't fit anymore. And to your point, LeBron James made a commitment, 5 years ago to supreme physical fitness. Not just good, but supreme. He spends money on it, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
He commits to the time in the offseason, and I don't see Carmelo's body reflect that.
Right.
I don't think he did that because he was so gifted. He was never better than he was leading Syracuse as a freshman to the national championship. And he could just do it. He was so naturally strong. Even Kobe always said, toughest cover for him was Melo. In the low post, if he got it, you just can't stop him because it's just powerful, natural strength with physique behind it. But he didn't, as he hit 30, he didn't commit to staying in even a semblance of the kind of shape that LeBron is in. And I know LeBron loves him. And I think Chris Paul loves him even more. And so Chris just said, we got to do this. And he pushed for it, and it wrecked the Rockets. And I know they lost a reason in Mbamute, and they lost their defensive identity, but the Rockets are just a disaster right now. They cannot figure out how to get their offense back into any kind of a flow. And they tried to fit Melo in there. Oh, you can shoot threes because we shoot threes. Remember the night he kind of laughed and said, I just shot a three. Oh, really? Yeah? Okay.
And the thing is, Skip, if you look at Mike was able to elevate his game even more and stay there even longer once he got with Tim Grover. So LeBron...
The great Tim Grover.
Yeah.
But they had the Breakfast Club, and he got Scotty and Ron Harper every morning, 6 a.m. at Jordan's house, and they committed to it.
And look at LeBron. They say he spends upwards of $2 million. People are on 24-hour call. So he starts the process immediately after the game. It's always, immediately after the game, okay, let's start this process of getting ready for the next game. How he eats, how much rest he gets. Bro, to be great, you just don't wake up and say, you know what, I want to be great today. Nah, it's a process.
And the thing is, LeBron, and this is what Melo has to understand. I would disagree, Shannon, where you said it just began prematurely or earlier for Carmelo.
Yeah.
This is natural. LeBron is the aberration.
I buy that.
Look at Dwayne Wade. He came in that draft too. He's done.
Yeah.
Dwayne has been able to accept, I'll just be a role player.
Right.
That's the difference.
That's the biggest key.
He's essentially, if Dwayne was going places saying, hey, I got to get my 35 minutes, I got to get my 19 shots like Melo, then he would be in the same position as Carmelo.
And you know what? It hurts my eyes to watch Dwayne Wade right now because I'm a big fan. I was always the biggest fan.
D-Wade, guess what?
You're doing that?
There's something to be, like take Vince Carter.
Yeah.
There's a generation now of young people who are growing up saying, that's the best dunker ever? That's who you guys say was the greatest NBA dunker of all time? Like, they're not visualizing Vince like we do.
Right.
No.
And that's the danger of staying... I don't want to say it's too long. Look,
but
he's
guess
having
what?
fun, I guess. But
D-Wade had to figure it out. See, D-Wade had to go to Chicago and realize that he wasn't D-Wade in Miami.
He had some moments, but it wasn't the same.
But that's the thing. And see, we skip.
he can have a moment.
And
Melo could have a moment.
Well, he had it last year against Philly in the playoffs.
Remember Melo had that moment against the net where he dropped 28? Yeah. And had about 5 or 6 threes. Yeah. Right. When you're a great player, you can have those moments. Sure. But the really top-notch players, what LeBron can do, those moments are not fleeting. They happen often. And when you're past that, they happen ever so often.
And see, this is what makes LeBron so great off the court. He's Mr. Kumbaya. You know, I mean, Dan Gilbert called him out. That's all right. I'll forgive him. I'll go play for him.
That's true.
Bring in D. Rose to Cleveland. Bring in Tyson Chandler, Rajon. Guys I went to war with, battled with. I'll forgive. We teammates.
That's what we do.
I think LeBron, and this is the difference, obviously, between him and a Michael Jordan. I think when LeBron was facing one of his good friends in a game, his ideal scenario, if you're Melo, is you get your 30. I get my 30, 35, have a great game.
I buy that.
But we win. But I want you to have a great game. Whereas a Jordan or Kobe is like, I don't even want you to play well. I want to destroy you and stomp you. But that's LeBron. So So he's looking at Melo and saying, I think LeBron understands he's not a fit.
And that's how
if he was a fit, he would have got him in the sun.
That's how LeBron do. See, LeBron will let you do what you're supposed to do. But what I do is so exemplary. You ain't even talking about that. You remember that night when Melo had 50 in the playoffs? Ain't nobody talking about that. Because when LeBron did what? Dropped the hammer on him and got the Knicks running up out of there. So that just lets you know.
That was LeBron's ultimate scenario, right?
Right.
That's what he wanted.
My boy got his, I got mine, and we won.
So LeBron's got it going. The ball is moving. The ball is going in the basket for LeBron, and they got another easy win tonight.
No,
Yes.
No,
easy. This will be one of the easiest of the year.
I give you one case. I got the Spurs.
You're taking the Spurs?
I got the Spurs.
For a case?
Yep.
Done.
No, I don't bet. I don't bet against LeBron.
What?
You don't bet.
I don't bet against LeBron.
No, he doesn't. That is true.
You're not going to do it? Come on. I want LeBron. I love LeBron.
No.
I love LeBron.
So
I want him tonight.
Do you want Pop out of there or something?
Yeah.
Like, what? Are you down on the Spurs?
I've always been down on Pop. I've always thought he was a little overrated because he had three of the greatest players ever together.
You know what? You
don't think he's an all-time great? Like top
Yeah.
Do I think he's getting exposed this year? I do.
Look at Phil Jackson. Did Phil Jackson get exposed when he didn't have great players? Come on now, Skip. You know you got to have
When
great
did Phil
players.
not have great players?
Phil
Help
did
me out.
the year Jordan retired, the first retirement. They won 55 games. Remember that?
So hold on. So I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correct. He retired. Jordan, they won 57 in the title. He retired. They won 55. Huh? Now, LeBron last year, they won 51 games in Cleveland. How many games do they going to win this year?
12.
So when the Bulls really needed Scottie Pippen to take over a game, to rise and shine and be Michael Jordan, what did he do? He had a migraine.
No.
He threw a chair.
Phil would not let him take. He wanted Tony Kukoc to take the last shot, and Scottie said
that's
no.
all you need to know.
You make us look. Had that Hugh Hollins call, you remember that?
Blown.
The Knicks. If the Bulls had even gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals, let alone the finals, man, the whole narrative would be different.
Come on.
But you know what? They didn't.
I need you to flip roles with me tonight.
What?
I want to root for LeBron, and you get to root for the Spurs. You just said they're going to win.
Nope.
You just want the
Came
Spurs
so
to win
close.
so that it gives some credibility to LeBron's 20 points in the fourth quarter the other night. Aha!
Hold on.
I got you.
20 points
I
in the
got
fourth
you.
quarter
And if you
always
really-
get credibility.
If you had the courage of your convictions, you would take the Spurs tonight for a case of
And this is
Diet
what he
Mountain
did.
Dew.
You see what he did, Skip?
Yeah.
He hit him with that first 14.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to get all y'all about that kumbaya y'all he was talking
Okay.
about. Hey, Cool, come on over here.
Okay.
Hey, Josh Hart, come on over here. And then he was like, I'll finish it off. Let me get these last 5.
Okay.
Get up out of here.
Well, you get to see a replay of that game tonight at San Antonio.
Nah.
Yep. You want it?
We're going to be eating cinnamon
Case?
rolls.
No cases?
We're going to Lulu's. Eat
Yeah.
them 3-pound cinnamon rolls, that crunchy fried chicken.
Oh,
No guts, no glory.
got nothing.
Going
They got to
Let's
keep
do
it
it.
rolling.
Oh, we're going to keep it rolling.
Not
rolling.
today was the day.
Yeah.
I guess not. All
Come
right.
on. I love LeBron. I need him.
I just want LeBron to start making these free throws, get back up to 80% by the All-Star
that
break.
is over. You should concede that.
I ain't
bet.
conceding
He's
jack.
71%. You know how hard it's going to be to get to 80? He's going to have to make like 80 of the next 85 free throws.
Well, guess what, Skip? He was at 80 at one point in time, and he got down to 71 by missing. So he'll get back
I
up to
want
80
some
by
of
making.
that action, Shannon.
What?
80% bet.
No.
What if you took
yeah.
that bet?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you in a Jordan
No.
bet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's
I'm-
not, today's not the day.
You gonna get a
Apparently.
bet? I'll
Too
give
many
you a
bets
bet.
already.
You're gonna be sorry too, Christmas.
Chris, good to have you.